da da, hey, da 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 da. Oh yeah, boys and girls, we are ready to rock and roll with some giggity gears and have a good time doing so. So here we go. That number one in the house is Curvy Lass. Hey, Curvy Lass, so good to see you. We've got Mooney's Legacy with the subscribe at tier 1. They've subscribed for 38 months. Thank you so much, Mooney. Just as a heads up, I still have your message unread on Discord, so I don't forget about it. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to do your lines for you. All right, just as a heads up, I'm going to try to do the lines. Going to do the lines. Hold on, let's lift it up a little bit so we get a little more of those letters. Les lettres. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's having an awesome time. Good to see y'all. Paul, gonna do lines tomorrow. Damn, been a week. It has been a week, David. Definitely gonna do some lines tomorrow. In fact, hold on. How many lines did you give me, Mooney? So Mooney's doing a D&D campaign, and she needs some male voices for NPCs. And so she sent me the lines, and I'm gonna do the voices for them. Let me see. Oh, Figures is behind that other screen. One sec, I'm gonna switch screens, so it's gonna cause me to go all crazy. Un momento, por favors. And whatever the other Spanish name is for girl. I don't know, senorita or something. All right, here it is here. I would actually like to do it live on stream, to be honest, Mooney. Do my lines live on stream. Hey, come on now. Okay, download then. And then this. And then downloads. And then PDF. Open with Adobe Acrobat. And of course, underneath this, might be against terms of service doing lines. No way. Listen, if that Hassan or whatever can do a call to murder everybody, and hold on. Oh, let's do that. And if they have booby streamers and they get to do whatever the hell they want on stream, I can do booby streaming too. Just as a heads up. Doing lines. Yay, thanks, Paul. I did ask another VA friend too, and I'll be doing some myself. The campaign will be awesome. Excellent. You what, mate? You what? So what do we got? We got Garrick. Old. I thought that said old man. I was about to curse you out, Mooney. I was like, what? You're getting me to do some old man thing? Let's see. How do I mark this message as unread? Boom. All right, so it's still going to show up. We've got Brother Eldrin of the Azure Light. Okay, I see you gave me the race accent. Okay. All right. There's what, 10 lines? I could do that. Steel ain't just metal, lad. Can I do a British accent? Lee loves my British accent. And since I do an impeccable, Nate, what's up, buddy? British accent, I think it'd be great. Steel ain't just metal, lad. It's will. It's how hard ye are when the words swinging back at you, mate. What is the race? This one is a human retired fighter. We've got an elf cleric of a forgotten god. We've got half orc. I don't know if Mooney wants me to start telling everybody this stuff. I'm not sure. We got a dwarf. Okay. Undead. Ooh. Impeccable impression. I sounded just like you, Lee. Only manly. That's the difference. All right. A former war engineer. Well, Mooney, look at you. There are no NDAs. That's funny. Your soul is exquisite. A pity it belongs to me now. Oh my gosh. There's a legit thing that says what? W-O-T. And Lee already said it. What, me? Steal your coin? Nah, mate. I just outsold it. Look over there, Mumsy. I'm going to put a Mumsy in there too, just as a heads up. I'll read these out while doing lines live on Twitch. Goliath, Paladin. The path of honor is the easiest road, but it is the only one I shall walk. All right, I'm going to have fun with these. Meat, bones. Meat, bones, screams. All the same to Scrath. You'll sound just as sweet. Oh, I'm going to have a good time. All right, today's Gears Day. And we're going to have a really good time playing Gears. I legit just want a nap, to be honest. I, however, cannot say who the other VA is because he's quite public, and I'm not allowed to go public with his voice. I'll have to ask permission first. Oh, with all honesty, Mooney, I won't have a clue who they are, and they're not even half as important as I am. Just as a heads up. There's me, and then there's that other guy. And you can't even see my hand on the screen because he's not in the same stratosphere, all right? There's me, Mooney, and then whoever that other clown is. Come on, come on. Imagine Harry Hoy Potter without a British accent. Huh, I don't know. I never really thought of it. Who is this Troy Baker you speak of? That's exactly who I was thinking. Troy Baker. Troy Baker. Where is everybody? James said he was going to be on. Mooney, is he allowed to play? I chatted with him about 30 minutes ago. Oh, my. Yes, he is. Okay, good, good. Well, Jax, where are you, dude? And I am not, and I may not say, so he's not allowed? Users in chat. No, he's not even here. Big Casino is, though. And we've got Pete. All right, well, let's get some crap going here. Hang tight. You what, mate? Ba-bum, ba-bum, dum, all right. I finished my own call this week, and David picked it up this morning, aka Storybound. It was a little busy this week. Not as busy as last rotation. Holy. And then the rotation before that, even crazier. Holy. This one wasn't too bad, though. There's a service desk guy who calls for everything. No matter what. Everything. So he is the OT giver. And so my first 2 nights, I think, is when his rotation ended. So I had for the majority of quiet evenings after that. So that means, David, I think his is starting tonight, which you'll probably get several calls. Hello, David. This is good. Just want to let you know that the entity is a caller, and there's no power here that is going to say. What's that? Can you say that again? JB has to okay. Is let you know that the entity is good. All right, thanks, man. If you could just write that in the chat, I'd appreciate it. But the dollar signs, that's what it's all about, man. It's all about that. Did you verify anything? So is there power there? I'll ask right now. Okay. Is it down in Solar Winds? I'm going to check that right now. I'm going to check it. All right, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. It's funny, man. He called Monday night, and Steph and I are just sitting there. It's probably like 9 o'clock or something like that. It scared the crap out of me. Because when I go and call, I blast my phone super duper loud. And we were just sitting there. It's like Link jumped through my phone and started swiping away. It was crazy. But anyways, the guy's a good dude. And he is the OT giver. Hey, Big Casino, ching, ching. He is the OT giver, and we're all thankful for his generosity. All right, you know what? Let's jump right over to gaming. Bam. Oh. And let's see. Let's get this party started. Lee Everett is online. What's that? Find more friends. Start a party. Am I offline? I just want to make sure. Oh, appear online. No, I'm online. Okay. I just want to make sure. I'll be there shortly, just taking care of some bits for mums. If you want to start it up, I'll jump in. Dude, you knew. Dude. You knew to be here at 3. Now, Mr. Jack said, hey, man, I'll be good for a game at your usual time if you are ? I said, sure. And now he's doing bits for Mumsy? Crazy. All right. Who just joined here? Hey, Lee!
I gave you that win for the impression, and you still had to take me down a peg.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Hang tight. Ella's going crazy. One sec. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, because Ella's agreeing with me.
No, she isn't. Sorry about that. Sorry. It's going great, Big Casino. Going great. Does everybody use Twitch in US and Canada? Yes. I would... So, Otney, I started out on the old YouTube itch, all right? I started out on YouTube, then I switched to Twitch after I stopped playing Fortnite. And that was years ago. And then I kind of just do both now. And so with doing both on Restream, I get suppressed on YouTube and Twitch. So, but I honestly don't care. I just do this for fun.
Nothing can suppress the legendary Pharaoh.
Oh, that's a true story, Leroy. How you doing, dude? How things going?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know what? I'm doing next level amazing as well.
All right. Well, you know, how you feeling being off call today?
Oh, listen, you do look. I like it. I like being on call. I don't want to do it forever, being on call.
Sure.
But no, I like it. And then, but when that Friday morning hits at 8 a.m., when you're no longer on call, it's a legit. Like Tom Petty hops in my head. He's, 'cause I'm free. I'm free falling, baby. I'm excited. And then kiss Steph off to work, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I start work in 30 minutes. What's up? Who's this? Who's messaging me now? Is that Jax? James figures Mumsy's under the weather, so I'm making her a cup of tea, cleaning the kitchen up, and getting her a hot water bottle. Oh my gosh, what a... Hey, Pete!
I'm going to have to excuse myself today.
Oh, you're not...
I'm running 104 fever right now.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh no.
I slept from 9:30 last night through 12:30 this afternoon. Straight.
Wow.
Slept.
Oh my gosh.
I would have texted you and told you that I wasn't
no
going to be able
worries
to do this. But I have zero. I have nothing. I'm coughing black phlegm. I'm fucked up.
Wow.
Go get some sleep, dude, and
Sorry
rest.
to hear that, man.
Sorry to hear that. Feel better soon, man.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
No worries at all. No worries.
No.
All right. Take it easy.
All right.
Take it easy,
You too.
man.
Goodbye. I've never heard Pete sound that way ever.
Yeah, wow.
Ever. I've never heard him sound that horrible forever or ever at all. At all.
Right.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
so in that case, Paul, right? Given that James is tardy, Pete is unwell, do you still want to do Gears? Or would you rather do something else?
Well, I don't know what Mr. Mucklin is doing other than being Mr. Mom. And he won't play anything else but Gears. Seeing that they've delayed COD Season 3 to April now. Oh, all right.
Really?
So Big Casino, Andre at work, he approached me on Tuesday or Wednesday. He's like, all right, buddy. He's like, I'm sick of not playing Call of Duty. I'm sick of you not playing Call of Duty. So when are we going to play? And I said, anytime. You let me know, and then I'll play Call of Duty. I'm just taking all of Season 2 off. But if he wants to play, I'll totally play it. Perfect time for Elden Ring, Liza P playthrough, and then I'll get very angry, David, to be honest. I can't do it. I rage quit. What was I playing? I was playing Mortal Kombat 1, and I rage quit. I'm playing it on very easy story mode, and the person beat me. The character, the NPC, I was like, I'm done. I did call it a rage playthrough, no doubt. I would be so upset. And so I said to Andre, I was like, all right, he can't play this Saturday, but he said he probably can play next Saturday. I'm like, all right, we will play COD next Saturday. And if you're available through the week, on Monday or Thursday, we can do a COD session if you're available. And that's what we'll do. But I'm not touching it until Season 3 comes, and even then...
So,
what's this?
So does that mean he wants to do COD tomorrow or next
No. He said
Saturday?
he said he probably can't do it this weekend.
Right. Okay. Because I can't either.
What? What is with you, terrible British people? What is going on?
What are you talking about? Dude, you haven't streamed all week.
Well, what do you mean I haven't streamed all week? What are you talking? I've been on call all week. And I'm in the office on Tuesday and Wednesday.
You didn't used to do that.
Oh, you sound like you miss me, Lee. What?
So what do you want to do?
I don't know, dude.
Right.
What is happening? I don't know. I read it for Dance Don't Do Well. They're closing Warzone. Okay, you know what? Let's get into that. Let's get into that while we're waiting for freaking James. do some me voices, Paul. I can actually. So here's the thing with Verdansk. Okay, let's just lay it out there. I don't even know if that's true, and if it is, I assume it's just a scare tactic, to be honest, to get people to come back. But if you put out a garbage product that is filled and riddled with cheaters, hackers, and you don't do anything but bring out garbage things to purchase but don't fix your game, nobody cares. Let Warzone crash and burn. If you don't care about it, we don't care about it, and that's basically where we're all at. Except for Big Casinos playing zombies. I would rather play, like, I love playing Warzone. I love playing the multiplayer this season, but I had to stop. Your skill-based damage is ridiculous. But the fact that there's so much stinking cheaters in Call of Duty is mind-blowing. You're doing it to yourself, Activision, and we don't care. You brought out the turtles for 90-some bucks. 90-some dollars. Can't stand Warzone. I rage at that game. I do too, but I like playing with the boys. But this is what I'm saying. You want us to spend $90 on the turtles, but you can't fix your game for hackers and cheaters. Oh, well, Paul,
it's because it's way easier for them to just make cosmetics.
Yeah. And I can hear them now. Paul, well, we banned 60,000 people. Yeah, they're one account, so they could just create another and cheat. There's a video of a dude confessing he's had 5 different accounts, but he only pays $5 for his cheat. Yeah, I sent Lee the video. Beep. I'm so friggin' annoyed. And so if you close it down, fine. We'll just go on to the new Battlefield that's coming out, which is looking pretty sweet. I don't mind saying. But Call of Duty, I love you.
Battlefield?
Oh my gosh, dude. You should check out what they're doing with the new Battlefield. it's like it's going back to Battlefield 3 and 4.
All right.
Destructible environments again. Oh, I'm excited because Battlefield's amazing. All right, Battlefield 2021 was it 2021? 2021? I think that's what it's called.
2042.
2042. I'm so sorry. 2042. I actually liked it. I really did, but it didn't have that pull on me, and people hated the special class of dudes. Or specialists, whatever. Instead of just doing, hey, you got a medic, you got your army dude, you've got your engineer, and whatever, your specialist or something. But I'm a hardcore Battlefield player that just kind of got away from Battlefield because it just was good, but kind of mediocre. And so all the boys play whatchamacallit, they're Call of Duty, so that's what I've been playing. Now, if Mark wants to play Call of Duty, I'll play Call of Duty. But I'm just saying, if Call of Duty wants to throw those thread outs, I've seen someone get banned for 67 years, and then they just create a new account. That's it. Looked it up, didn't realize.
67 years.
Activision owned Ricochet anti-cheat. So yeah, their products are littered with bots and cheats. Even WoW is insane for it. I didn't even know WoW was filled with that stuff. That's crazy. But
You know what's not filled with cheaters? League of Legends. Just saying. Just saying. It's full of the most toxic people you ever meet, but they're not cheaters.
It's League of Legends, dude. Nobody cares about League of Legends. Nobody. I'm just saying. It would suck. So Verdansk, if they bring up Verdansk with the same broken anti-cheat and same hackers and stuff, nobody's going to give a crap. I want Verdansk. I had wonderful memories playing that. The vote system in League is the most likely bit one for that. The vote system in League is most likely a big one for that. The vote system.
Okay. Yeah, because you can just report people.
Oh.
I believe that's what they're referring to.
I've only played it a few times. I streamed it a couple times. You can vote people out for being trash. That sucks.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, there you go. So then it doesn't welcome new players.
No.
It's just like, because the people there are just horrible. like I was just I played it after not playing it for a long time.
Jam.
And then the first time I went back into it, they said uninstall. They told me to uninstall the game, and it's like, dude, I just played the game for the first time in a long time.
Wow. James, Jam, get in here, James. We got some discussions.
James, come on.
Got some discussions here. Because we don't have Pete or we don't have Spuddy. Pete is illin', man. I've never heard the dude feel so sick or sound so sick. That's just mind blowing. Oh. James says plus.
There you are.
Hello, James.
Semi.
Hey,
joins
guys.
Semi is in the
Apologies for the
house.
tardiness.
Honey child.
Yeah.
How are you all doing?
Good, dude. How about yourself?
Oh, been a crazy week.
Yeah.
What's the latest on your two sides?
Just living the dream as always, my dude.
Living the dream. So, is it just us three today?
It's just us.
I believe so.
Spuddy's not around, and Pete is illin'. And so it's
Oh
just...
no!
He
What's
is
up with
not
Pete?
He
sounding
said he
good
had
at all.
104 temp. He went to bed last night at 9:30.
Oh, crap.
9:30, which you know is not you're sick. You know Pete's sick
That
when?
is not Pete.
When he goes to bed that early. And then he slept till 12:30 today. So he needs some chicken soup for the soul and lots of
Coughing
rest.
up black phlegm, he said.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Ugh.
That's horrible.
Infected by an alien. Let's pick an easy-ish map then if it's just us three. What would be a good map?
Us three and two bots.
I'll be the pilot so that I can do a bunch of damage.
That's a tough
So yeah,
one.
big casino. That's where I'm at with that. I would like to see Verdansk. I'd like to see Warzone be successful, but if people are dropping off and just like, all right, I'm done for weeks. I'm taking a break, and that's why cheaters. Cheers. But yeah, Mooney wants me to do some lines live on stream.
Like cocaine?
Yes. And I told her I would.
I can't imagine you on drugs. Your natural personality is high. So if you were to take drugs, it'd be like overload.
I don't know, man.
Overdose.
I'm pretty sure I'd be violent. That's what I'm thinking.
You think?
I think I would. That's why I don't drink alcohol. Like, get to that level of drunkenness, I guarantee I'd be very angry and violent and easily triggered. I guarantee I would. And I'm pretty you guys already know some trigger things that have happened while on stream, but this definitely.
Yeah, we've always got to tread carefully when we
Shut up.
mention any
But
of those.
That's a true
Especially
story.
when you hurry up.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see where the taps are. I'll check it down here, Paul, and we'll see where they...
You're stuck with the two
Right
bricks,
this side.
Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it was Michelle's birthday the other day.
Man.
It was Missy's birthday.
Yeah. I sent
Did
her
you
a
send-
gift.
I'm not even on her whatchamacallit, their friends or anything like that.
Oh.
Paul is mad
No,
like a
'cause
Mavs fan,
You
rightfully
blocked
so.
her, didn't you? Huh?
Did I block her? No.
Block.
No, I didn't block
You should have.
her. All right, Lee. Little bit.
No, she disappeared on her own, Daddy Palsy.
Yes, she did. Hey,
Daddy Palsy.
Lee, do you need a weapons locker?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it'll take me a
But
bit to
you
get
don't
it.
have to
but-
do it immediately.
Well, I can't do it immediately anyway, so I only have 1,000 points.
Well, there you go.
There you go, Lee. Ah, yes, sir. So how's it going, James? How was your week?
Busy. So, obviously, I can't remember if I've told you, but I pulled my back out a few weeks ago, and it's still
Yes.
not good. I had a half day to... Well, just being in the office this week is quite difficult. Sitting in a chair, what's the word? Physiotherapist said don't sit longer than 20 minutes. At the 20-minute mark, just get up, do some stretches and that.
Okay.
So I'm looking like an idiot every 20 minutes, standing up, doing weird exercises, and then sitting back down. But yeah, it's been crazy busy at work.
All right. Well, that's all right.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. They definitely used the... So if you don't know, in the UK, our government have decided to hike national insurance contributions for businesses.
Yeah.
So what that is every business in the UK that employs a person, they have to essentially pay an insurance tax on each person that they employ.
Okay.
So if I were to work for you, Paul, you would have to pay the government a sum just for the luxury of employing me.
Okay.
That's just how it works in the UK.
What a friggin'
And-
scam.
Well, the scam is that they said they're not going to tax poor people or people on low incomes, but they've hiked the national insurance contributions for businesses, meaning that businesses are recouping these costs through either firing people or not giving out pay rises. Because
I'm
it's
one
cost-
of them.
You're not getting hooked up, Lee?
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, is
have
that...
they announced because of that?
Yes.
Well,
So
what
there's no
type
pay
of-
rises at all?
What type of bullcrap is that?
Yeah. We're quite a small company as well, so it's not like we're going to be racking in the millions and then.
Here's a weapons locker, Lee.
So it's just that we've had to employ more people anyway because the company's expanding, and because of that, like the extra people, like you say, James, yeah, we're just not getting hooked up.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
bullcrap, boys.
and it sucks. So my boss, the one who's been being a dick to me, actually rung me to apologise, which surprised me. To say, look, I know everything you've done last year, the highest performer, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And I was going to send you his feedback on a form for you to laugh at, because he said he wishes he could clone me and all this crap. But I forgot. And he rung me to apologise to say, I know you've earned much more than this, but they're only approving you to have 3%.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. You know, inflation's more than that. So
That sucks, dude.
I mean, at the very least, he's recognized like your worth. In the
Yeah,
sense that you deserve more, because I believe you mentioned in the past that that they weren't even recognizing you in any capacity.
yeah, and it's nice to get recognised, but having a thank you doesn't, get my bills paid.
No,
Oh no,
that's
of
true.
course not.
Especially when our CEO gave herself a 10% pay rise, and she met none of her company goals, which is just funny.
Scandalous.
Mm.
But James,
But
she works a lot harder than you guys, though. Like, come on, recognize.
Oh, of course. It must be hard, only having $9.1 million every year.
Is
But
that how
obviously,
much she
we're in
makes?
America. Yeah, it was 8.1 last year, and 2023 it was 8.1. Now it's 9.1. So she's had a 10% pay rise.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
But we're an American-owned company, and all pay rises and things for the UK side have to be vetted and approved by the American side. And obviously, with everything going on, they're just
Sounds like a
all
long
companies
process.
are the same. It is. They're just like they're using it as an excuse.
Yeah.
We turned over like $4.8 billion, last year, and they're like, yeah, we're not performing good.
Okay.
Which is insane. And free cash flow is like 1.1 billion, which is nuts.
And they're saying you guys aren't doing good?
We are. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
But they set kind of an out of reach goal that we didn't hit, and they're using that as an excuse.
Aha. Well, here's the thing with the thing is IT tech whatever has always been a cost to a company. It's not an easy way to get revenue that way, but we also keep everybody's computer systems up and running properly. And so it's kind of makes sense, but that really sucks, man.
It is what it is. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything, but it's still disappointing.
Well, yeah.
And yeah, sucks that you've been hit by it as well, Lee.
Yeah.
Now, Lee, was your company a little more sympathetic, or as sympathetic as James's, or no?
Yeah, but it's because it's a small company. Like you sort of have to be in good relations with everyone, otherwise, you just wouldn't stick around. Like there's the company is less than 20 people. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's very
still though. Still. Oh well.
But yeah, they just can't do it. They were sympathetic, but yeah, that's just how it goes, unfortunately.
So with I had my one-on-one with my manager. What was it? Wednesday, and I even asked her, "Hey, when is compensation and all that stuff?" So she said it had just been like all the compensation stuff had been submitted, and so we should probably know by next week or the week after. So.
I mean, I'll probably end up getting a pay rise regardless because I'm on minimum wage, and I believe the minimum wage is going up anyway.
So yeah, it just keeps in line with the law. So in the UK, Paul,
but they have
we have
to do that.
Yeah,
in the UK, Paul, we have something called minimum wage. I don't know if they have it in Canada.
Of course.
Oh, okay, cool. And that is going up this year. So yeah, if you're on that, Lee, it will go up.
Okay, what's your guys' minimum wage?
I don't know.
It's currently at £11.42.
Okay.
But I can't remember what it's going up to.
All right.
Back when I worked at the fish and chip shop in 2000, in 2013, I was paid £5 an hour.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's inflation for you. It's crazy.
And what year was that?
2013.
Oh wow. Okay.
When I started my job 4 years ago, I was on minimum wage then, and the minimum wage was like £8 something.
So
So it's
Lee, you've been with the same company for at least 4 years?
yes.
All right. So what's the future, dude? What are you gonna do? Are you staying there?
No.
All right. Weird UK has a minimum wage based off roles, $11.44 per hour for workers age 21 and over, $8.60 per hour to workers age 18 to 20, $6.40 per hour for workers under 18. Huh.
Yeah, because there's age
Yeah,
brackets.
it's banded.
Yeah, that's weird. All right.
Because
Yeah,
child labor's cheaper.
You do want to get skilled up in something that you can move on to, Lee.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
really do.
Absolutely. Well, you know what pat testing is, don't you, James?
Where you test a lady called Pat?
Pap
No.
smear? You guys saying pap smear?
No, what's a Pat test?
It's essentially it's a portable appliance test where you essentially just test electronics to make sure that they work and that they're safe to use.
Oh, okay.
And I recently did a course for that, and it seems like that's quite a lucrative thing to have.
Okay, yeah.
So
I know schools and
it's
things
something.
are always having people
Thank you.
going for those sorts of things. No response.
Mm.
Yeah, fair enough. The bottom line is you don't want to be getting to 23, 24 still on minimum wage.
No.
Yeah. Someone's got to do it, but if
Yeah.
if you cannot do it and get something better and more money and such, do that. So when
The freedom that
no, go
Sorry,
ahead.
Karen.
No, you do it.
I was just saying, the freedom money gives you is unparalleled.
Oh yeah, for sure, and that's why I promote school as much as possible to my boys. Secondary education, man. You're gonna make that. You're gonna make that bank.
I disagree with you, Paul. I really do.
Hey, Prime subscribe. Thank you, David. So in the UK, you're saying schooling is not worth it?
No, anywhere. No, do well at school, but don't be blinded at the fact thinking that, oh, I get good grades, I'm going to get a job. My nephew is a really good example. He's doing okay at school. He's getting kind of B's across the board. Is it the same in Canada? Your grades are
Yeah.
A, B, C? Yeah. But he took an apprenticeship out at a big welding firm. And he is now on about 32,000 a year, which is absolutely incredible, and he's only 19
So I was
because he
referring
focused
to,
on trade work.
Sure, I'm referring to secondary education though when I say school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, your GCSEs, that level. I don't know if you call them GCSEs, what you get when you're 16, 17.
no, we don't have that.
What do you call them?
We just get our from until we're about 18, unless you're brilliant. You go to high school until you're 18. You graduate at grade grade 12, and you just get your GED. I think it's general education.
GED.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's what Mooney has in South Africa. There are GCSE equivalents. Yeah, you get your maths, English, science, those sorts of things.
Oh, okay. But yeah, if for apprentice, you are insanely lucky if you can pick up an apprentice without going to school. You are insanely lucky. You basically need to know somebody in order to get lucky like that, or you have to go to a community college, a university, or whatever, and learn the trade, and then get picked up as an apprentice. And that's my stress for the boys, is do good in school, go to secondary education, and make some money. Certs tickets in tech fields greater than school. Yeah. It just all
The
depends.
thing is, because things like when you're a kid and you're in school, and it's like, yeah, you pick things what you want to do, but it's like you don't know what you want to do because you're a kid.
Yeah, I was adamant. I wanted to be a pilot. There was no doubt in my mind at 16, 17 that I was going to be a pilot.
And how come you're not?
I flew a plane and realised it wasn't for me. I didn't really enjoy it.
Oh.
I mean, it was an interesting experience, but yeah.
What kind of plane did he fly? Is it like
Just a little one kind of twin prop propeller engine.
nice?
All right. Thought you were playing Flight Simulator and was just like, the hell with this. I'm not doing that anymore.
Nah, it was a cool experience, and you know, same with joining the army. I thought it'd be really cool being an officer in the army. You know, go to Sandhurst, qualify as a second lieutenant, and I thought that would be really cool. Then when I was on military base, I was like, wow, I hate this. I hate everything I'm doing. I hate sharing a room with people. I hate being muddy. I don't like the regimentality of when I can eat, when I can poop, when I can do anything.
Okay.
So, I think, Lee, you're absolutely correct. Until you wisen up and get a bit older, you have all these ideas in your head, and life just doesn't play out like that. I mean, Paul, what were you adamant you wanted to be when you were younger? Like a basketball coach or something?
No.
Like, what was your dream?
Like in high school, by the time I graduated high school, I wanted to be a teacher, but my marks sucked, so university wouldn't accept me. They did accept me, but since we were on welfare and it was just me and my mother and my brother, student loan would only do a small percentage. And they said either I or my mother would have to kick out an additional $6,000 for me to, and that was back in '94, man. So money wasn't
that's
like
a lot
it was
of money.
now. Yeah, especially for a family that's on welfare. And then my sperm donor wasn't going to do anything, but that's it. So yeah, I didn't go to secondary education until I was 25, I think it was. But I
bet you'd be an awesome teacher.
I would
with
be
your
a
attitude.
kick-ass teacher, I'll tell you right now. But nothing I can do, which sucks. Oh, I see you. I'm coming.
Teaching is a profession that is struggling to get applicants in the UK for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Especially secondary school teachers, because kids are so poorly behaved and there's no discipline at home. It's hard to run a class. I don't know, because I know a few teachers, and they're basically, the older ones are just hanging it out till they get their pension, and the younger ones are just trying to go from school to school, trying to find better ones.
Yeah,
part of it is that like you can't get like proper disciplined children, is because there isn't another parent at home, because both parents have to work full time.
Yeah, kids are allowed to get away with murder. And to be honest, a lot of the parents are not exactly, working with a full deck anyway.
No.
The teacher salary in the UK isn't that great.
No, it's not.
And the hours you have to put in additional to your work.
See,
plus, I don't know how it works in Canada, Paul, but teachers can be prosecuted if they fail to identify harm to students. So say, for example, students have bruises on their arm and things, teachers have to report those. And if, because it might be abuse at home, the child might be being beaten up. And there have been instances where those things were missed and kids have died from abuse at home.
Oh,
and okay, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, we don't have
so
the big
teachers
boys here.
I know. So yeah,
I'm
crap,
the big
I'm
boy
done.
today.
Giggity.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you're the big boy that died instantly, Lee. I'm the big boy today. He runs
Famous
into
last
the corner
words.
and gets ripped in half.
Oh crap!
Famous last words.
Crap. So yeah, what were you gonna say, Paul?
Oh shoot. I don't remember now.
Sorry,
No, it's all
I
good.
kept talking for too long.
No, it's good.
I'll try and get Lee.
Oh, she jumping over?
Thanks, James.
I almost got her. This isn't going to work out so well without Pete and Spuddy here for the Matriarchs. I got you.
Oh, I don't have my ability to get everything up.
No, I
Crap.
know. So she's dead now, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
gone. Yeah, the industry me and you are in, Paul, is quite lucrative, but that has its own problems, doesn't it?
Well,
There are a lot of dead ends, and it's always the sales guys that make the big bank.
yeah, all depends the company, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I went for programming, that was my specialty. But that was back in 2005, and no, was it 2002, 2001, 2002? That's what it is. I'm sorry, and yeah, there wasn't much jobs at all really around my city and my area. I loved it though. I had a great time.
You lost a couple of shock turrets here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just didn't have enough time to get them all.
Yeah, I didn't have any points to get them back, unfortunately.
Okay, that combat medic's gotta move. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, one of the bots is a combat medic. He's just standing there.
Oh, right. I thought you were referring to James.
They don't use
Nope.
ability.
Yeah, it's just their title is a combat medic, so they're just sitting there picking their butt.
Oh,
They
okay.
can't get through. Yeah, I don't know, man.
So yeah.
Like, I'm head of the PSSC for Isaac's High School, and so they're so desperate for teachers, it's crazy. And one of the things is the teachers, the young teachers, they don't care about putting in extra time whatsoever. They have no ambition to do anything, which blows my mind. I was like, man, if I was a friggin' teacher, I'd be coaching basketball. I'd be doing all of this stuff. I'd be excited. Even like they're giving away money just to have these people stay for like an extra half an hour or an extra hour after. Like when I say extra money, just for an hour, I think it was, they're offering these teachers $150 extra just for 1 hour to stay a little bit later to do a little bit of training, learning, or whatever. And they're like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm busy. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think with the way the world is, company loyalty, especially for the younger generation, just doesn't exist. I mean, I've been screwed over so many times by companies, even the one I'm at now. And I'm like, yeah, to hell with you.
Yeah, well,
But
yeah, because it's like there's not enough incentive for
That's it.
company loyalty.
So
Yeah, and I've gone above and beyond being unpaid. I know what Paul's going to say, and I have done that. I've put lots of hours in. I've logged onto my laptop because I've heard people were having issues and helped them out without being paid, because I think that's really nice. But then when the company screws you over, or you've got backstabbing colleagues or a boss that doesn't give a shit, you think, yeah, when I log off, I'm done. I don't give a crap.
Oh, I can't
And plus,
do that.
in the world of layoffs as well, they could lay you off at any
Easily.
time.
Yeah. But
I remember talking to like my granddad and that, and he was in the same thing for 30 years. My nan worked in the same job for 40 years. Even my mum, and I'm like, things were different back then. Jobs were jobs for life back then. And I've still got my granddad's certificates, bless him, for like 30 years long service at the Sugar Beet. And that sort of stuff just doesn't exist anymore because none of us are certain that we're going to have that job in a year's time with the way the climate is. And it's so visible now, the inequality between the people at the top and our level.
Yeah.
Like my example of our CEO being so out of touch. She took our shares away for not hitting the target. It's just like, you're not having those. She's triplicated all our work and then not given us a pay rise. Where's the I want to go above and beyond for this company?
I get it.
And I get where you're coming from, but obviously your company's different. Do you remember in your last place, Paul, how demotivated and upset you were when they screwed you around? You imagine that was your whole life.
No, I get that. But you still give 110%. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, I give 110%.
He's like, I hear your point, but I'm just gonna ignore it anyway because I'm still right.
Always right.
Yeah,
I'm always right.
you do your job and you do it well.
either way, I'm always available, no matter what. No matter what. I just can't act like that. I can't be that type of person. It's like I don't give a crap, or or that's a you problem. I can't have that mentality or attitude. It doesn't make sense. Like I'm there to do my job and assist anybody who needs help, no matter what, and I'll do it. And I know I don't get paid to do that, but it don't matter to me.
Yeah, it depends on what it is.
You're a better person than most, Paul.
Well,
He's a people person.
I like to think that everyone else would do the exact same thing. I know that's not true, but I'd like to think it's like that's a possibility.
Well, it depends on what it is, Paul.
Yeah.
If I'm already at capacity with my work, and I'm chock-a-block, and the boss says to me, James, I need you to pick up these 3 things. It's going to run into your personal evening, but it needs being done. And I know there's 3 or 4 other people on the team who are lazy as fuck and haven't done anything. I'm not going to roll over and go, yes, sir, I'll do them, and burn myself out. That's how I've done my back in because of the stress. So the physiotherapist I spoke to has said that this is probably why your back's taking so long to recover, because you've got so much additional stress with home and work.
It's because you're carrying everybody, James. The weight of all the people's jobs and work.
Yeah, and my boss did recognise that, which was nice on the call, because he's been a real dick lately.
Right.
He's been taking note of your excellence.
My whole thing, I work for that year-end appraisal and bonus. That's what I do. And he comes home.
If you
and
don't
carries
get
you
it
guys
though,
in
and they
gears.
come up with,
I don't think
if
so.
you don't get that though,
True.
so say you've done all the above and beyond stuff, and the company says, "Yeah, sorry, Paul, we're not giving you anything this year, just because we can't really afford it." But they give all the people above you big bonuses. How is your mentality going to change, knowing you're not getting any kind of pay rise or bonus?
So me personally, probably not, because I'll be like, all right, well, hopefully next year. But I do see your point though from other people. But yeah, I don't know, man. This to me, it's the job I'm doing. I'm getting paid for, and that's my call to duty right now. Call to duty.
Yes.
Call of
Plus,
Duty.
you're on a good salary though. You're not exactly on an entry level salary. You're quite high up there, I believe, with what you're being paid. If you were on a much lower salary, these things as well would be quite painful for you.
Oh, I'd like to. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna say because what I was even making at my last place, I was like, okay, this is great, but because I was there 18 and a half years, I thought that was really good pay, and compared to what I'm making
but when
now,
you had that moment of realization that you were just a number, do you remember really right at the end?
Well, that was
you were devastated. You were miserable for a long time.
I was, yeah. They just the way they treated me and how I was transferred to just some rando team but whatever. It is what it is. Our structure is pretty unique though.
Yeah.
It's either everyone gets one or no one gets one. The amount is different based on performance. But yeah.
Yeah. So we have, I'm sure you have them at your place, PMPs, which are your personal merit performance things.
Okay.
And you have a set number of goals for the year.
Yeah.
And obviously you can fail them, you can meet them, you can exceed them, and you can far exceed them. And a lot of people I've been talking to are like, well, I've met all of my goals or I've exceeded them and I've not got a pay rise. So why should I work my butt off next year when I didn't get anything after meeting it this year?
Because
it's like a carrot on the stick and you're not ever going to get the carrot.
For me, it's because I have a dude named James who's working his butt off and it's not right. That's why I would do the exact same thing. And with all honesty, I don't want anybody doing better than me. just to put it straight out there.
So there is a vanity element in it as well.
So the vanity element is I can leave at the end of my workday and said, all right, I did a decent job today, or I did a good job today. If I'm if I am satisfied with the work ethic that I'm putting out there, then I'm pretty happy. I'm super happy.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I don't need the accolades. Like I know where I know the positions that I'd like to rise up to, but as for the teams and all that stuff, I don't have a clue. But yeah,
I don't think we can break Paul down to our level, James.
I don't
yeah,
know.
you just
I think
can't.
Paul's mentality is great,
But
but not all companies will treat you well like that.
no, that's true. I just think my work ethic, though, and my positivity, my personality, and how I treat others warrants kind of like almost a similar treatment back.
You're relying on karma.
No, well, the thing is if karma was real, I would be the happiest man alive. I'll tell you right now, because there should be some.
There'd be a lot of people in.
There would
Yeah.
be a lot of people who would be suffering right now because of what they did to me. If karma was legit, I want to say it is, but I don't think it's a real thing. And I'm going back to the cult days of what they did to me, man. There'd be there's a lot of retribution that needs to be brought forth. Paul has a core value system that is being challenged here. 100%. 100%.
No, not challenging it at all. I completely agree, but it's harder for young people now. If you're born into this world now, you're going to have a much more difficult time. Can you honestly say, Paul, if you and Steph were born, say, in the year 2000, do you think in this day and age you'd even have the ability to buy a house right now?
Oh, no, we wouldn't. But
No.
Exactly.
So-
your life is good because you were born
well, hold
into
on.
that era before things got really shitty, and you have work.
Well, let's take it back.
You know,
Let's take it back to the way the things used to be. The way it used to be is the man would work for 20 years, and when he reached 40, if not a little bit older, he would have the ability to buy a home. That's just the way
Yeah.
it was. And then
And now the man and woman have to work, and they
still can't
afford it.
afford it.
sure, but if they did their money right and don't live above and beyond, they would still be able to do it if both of them were doing it. I'm just saying to expect a house and stuff
Eventually,
at
yeah.
25, it's unrealistic. But it was
Yeah,
a
it's
real.
still difficult.
It was though. You were capable of doing that probably 15 years ago. Hey, I'm 25. I've worked this long and I've got a good job. Whatever, I can get a house. But
Yeah.
back in the day, they didn't get a home until they were 40 or whatever. Or they all lived in their grandmother's home and they inherited and all that stuff. But I'm not.
You
making,
can't even do that now.
No, I
So
know.
the government, I don't know how the inheritance stuff works over there, but they've really changed it over here. So
Yeah, you guys are getting screwed over.
we really are. We really are. We're all kind of worrying what's going to happen in April when our budget is announced. So they're also saying they're going to cut back on, I think, correct me if I'm wrongly, 1.1 or 1.2 billion pounds worth of welfare spending.
They're going to cut or add.
I
Cut.
don't know the figures.
Isn't that a good thing or?
I don't know. The idea is it's going to be harder for people to be on welfare and they have to work,
Yes, they
which in
should
theory
friggin'
sounds
work.
good. But how is that going to be managed? You know, I agree. If you're some stupid idiot who's like, "Oh, I've got anxiety, I can't go to work," you know, screw you. You don't deserve my taxpayers' money.
The
But
thing is like the whole benefit system needs to be like reviewed and had more scrutiny, because there are definitely like instances of people who genuinely need it and they're not getting it,
Sure.
and people who
Yeah.
can play and people who know how to play the system.
I completely
and
agree, but
reap
they
all
never
the
do it
benefits of
right.
it.
That poor young girl who, it was only a couple of years ago, Lee, you probably saw this in the news. She was in a wheelchair and she had diabetes, and she was late for her job centre appointment. So when you claim benefits, Paul, in the UK, which is our welfare, you have to have a meeting with the job centre. I think it's once every 2 weeks or something.
Okay.
To say, you know, what have I done to look for work this week?
Nice.
And if you don't attend those, or you don't do what they tell you to do, they cut you off.
Okay.
They cut you off. And it came out, this was the problem with the previous government, the Conservatives. They put out really, really harsh things saying, you know, basically just get people off benefits any way you can. So the job centres became really, really harsh with that. And this girl missed her appointment by 5 minutes, and they put her on what's known as a sanction, which is a punishment, basically saying, right, you've been late for your job centre appointment, and we're not going to pay you for the next 6 months.
Oh.
You got to find your own way in the world.
For 5 minutes
And
late, that's it?
For being 5 minutes late.
That's a little
And
harsh.
she didn't have money for electric,
Right.
so her insulin in the fridge went off, and she died.
Oh. Okay.
And they're the people that get punished, you know?
And they're the people who actually need it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
But there are people who know how to play the system.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what we have
who
here.
don't need it. Yeah, and then they just reap the rewards and they never have to work a day.
We have,
But really, they're
have
people who
people
we need them
making-
to work.
we have people making babies out the yin yang and getting thousands.
Yes.
Thousands.
Yeah.
And they're not forced to work. They're not forced to go back or do anything like that.
Yeah, so
So-
one thing
so-
I agree with
yeah.
that our Labour government have done, I don't agree with much that they've done, but they've upheld the 2-child cap limit. So they've basically said, look, you can go and have as many babies as you want, whatever, but we're only going to pay for 2 of them. So if you want to pump out baby after baby, you're only getting your welfare allowance for 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Oh my gosh. I think it's got to be 300 plus depending on how young the children are. And if not a little more for even just family allowance and then welfare on top of that, man. It is insanity. And not knocking the people who need it, but even the government pays for childcare as well, so you can go to work. But I understand the whole point too. I don't want someone else raising my kids either. So like, there's a whole lot of extra to go along with that. But
Yeah.
It's because the old family demographic isn't viable anymore.
Yeah.
You can't go to work and have your wife stay at home with the kid.
No.
You
no.
both have to work.
So there's no like it's not one of the parents raising the child.
yeah,
No.
It's just a lot trick. Like my supervisor had to take a day of leave because he had a childcare issue.
yeah.
And it's like, but the thing is that he shouldn't have to be in that position, and he ends up doing it quite often.
Hold on, I'm hoping this is a scam call. One sec.
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, it's
Paul
Paul on
loves
call.
scam calls.
It's funny, Lee. This is one of those rare days where me and you have agreed on everything.
Sure, yeah.
All right. It's just the phone company asking to do a survey.
Ah.
That was an instant hang up.
Yeah, so nursery costs as well are expensive. So both mum and dad have to go to work.
Oh my
And
gosh!
oh, Paul.
I
A
just got
nursery in
wow.
the
What
UK
happened
is
there?
about £150 a week, which is like $200 a week. So not only can you not afford to stay at home with your kid, but a huge chunk of your paycheck is going out. That's like $800 a month just to have your kids put in nursery while you two go out and work. You imagine you don't have a high-paying job.
Yeah, I get it, but childcare too, man. Like, we can't expect the childcare workers to work super cheap. Steph was doing $20 a day. That was it, and
Wow.
even that was insanely cheap. Like, that was super cheap. Everybody was like, okay, yeah, let's get her to baby, and she was really awesome too. But she would provide food, everything, for $20 a day.
Yeah.
Now,
It's really
now,
good.
Paul, I'm I'm not taking a dig at you.
Screw
But
you,
do
Lee.
you actually need help? Do you actually need help repairing everything?
Dude, if you
Or are
want to
you
help
good?
repair, go right ahead. I've got 3 lanes to look after.
All right.
There's a matriarch, so I wouldn't do anything
Oh,
just yet.
for
I do
Christ's
have my
sakes.
ability though, so
Okay, just if you
I'll
go
save
down,
it.
yeah, if you go down, just keep it, and we'll try to revive you.
Yeah.
But yeah, even here,
Yeah.
David is saying it's $200 a week for childcare. But I even think the government will help subsidize, so it's like $10 a day or something crazy like
yeah,
that.
I don't know. Obviously I've not got kids, so I don't
Yeah.
know what allowances and things there are to help you. I just know the bare bones costs. of
Sure,
things.
yeah.
You know what would really make my life, and I think everyone's lives, just far less stressful, is knowing that your jobs are secure.
Yeah. No, that's true, man. Especially with the whole tariff garbage that we're facing every month, so Trump can short the
Yeah.
stock exchange. It's wild. So plus the industry that I'm in, you get thinking. You get thinking like, well, shoot, like this.
Yeah.
This could be a huge impact, and yeah.
I think the matriarch's gonna sprint now.
Yeah. Same in my place. Obviously, we're an American-owned company, so if Trump starts putting tariffs on things, we don't know how that's going to affect the UK branch. They may even just sell us off and be like, cut losses and run.
Yeah, it's pretty
Paul,
wild.
Paul, Paul. Move out the way, AI.
Oh, thank you.
She's nearly dead.
Knowing your job is
Matriarch's dead.
secure is more
She's
important,
dead. I need to go down.
not necessarily the amount of
There's
money.
2 enemies left.
So, I'll tell you right
Go,
now,
This
go.
dude ain't going to take me.
on a. Oh shoot.
There you go.
Money
There we
money
go.
sure friggin' helps. I'll tell you right now. And I get job security and all that stuff too, but no job is safe nowadays. So I just want to make as much money as possible.
Same.
Just make a bunch of money and live and have because I'm not going to live until I'm 70, 80, 90. So I must just make as much as I can. I'm totally not, dude. Have a good time and just enjoy the time I have left. That's where I'm at.
You've had your one health
Dude, you're
scare
not
and
old,
you've lived
man.
through it.
What's that? From both of yous?
Yeah, sorry, we spoke together. You go for it, Lee.
You're not old, man. You seem like enjoying the time you have left.
So
You're not even old.
I'm 49. I'll be 50 the end of the year. But health-wise, man, I suck ass. I'm just saying, like, it's been a struggle over, like, this entire year's been a hardcore struggle. And even, like,
I mean,
I haven't been able to stream.
No.
It's just because I'm feeling like dog water, bro. I go to work, I put on the fakest smile you could possibly imagine, but I feel like crap.
Are you telling me that you don't always feel next level amazing?
I'm always next level amazing, no matter what.
Well, that's just a big contradiction, ain't it?
No, this is what everybody's going to get. People depend on positivity and happiness because not everybody has
positive
it.
Paul.
Yeah, not everybody has it. Not everybody can generate it, and some people
Not
can.
everyone wants it.
No, that's true. And some people can fake it for a little bit, but they can't keep it up. But I myself, I'm just super positive and happy all the time. It's just I'm not feeling 100%. So
Well, when do you find out about the jaw?
I have no clue, man. I gotta wait for that ear and nose specialist dude to call me back. That's what I went for that CAT scan for on Monday, I think it was. And then I go see my doctor on Wednesday to discuss the new meds that I'm on. That's wreaking havoc on my system. I'm 50 this year, so am I, Big Casino. So am I. 50.
December
Ching,
the
ching.
28th, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No, 20. Yeah, it is
28th.
28th.
Yeah, 28.
I'm sure if it's 28th or 27th.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, 3 days after Christmas.
But like my goal this year is to get healthy, and the way that this year's starting off struggling, I'm thinking that I'm gonna get there one way or another, but it sucks.
Yeah, me and Mooney have discussed when she comes over, we're going to just go on many more walks.
Yeah, I have I don't have a treadmill. They call it a walking pad, whatever. So I just did 30 minutes right before streaming. I'm like, I feel like poop, but let's go. Let's do this. I tell you, if Pete had to text me and said, Paul, I just don't feel it today. I was going to say, hey guys, I'm not going to do it today. Just
Yeah, is that why you messaged me then to see?
no, I wanted to make, because I didn't know, right? I didn't know Pete was ill. So, but yeah. Like,
how are you feeling now then? Are you a little under the weather now?
Oh, I've got some issues going on and it's because of the medication, but there's nothing I can do right now.
Well, like sleepy, sicky sort of thing?
I wish I could sleep. Last night I went to bed. I told Steph, I was like, I think I'm going to bed before you. And of course it didn't happen. She was in bed before me. But I slept until 12:10 last night. So we went to bed around 9. I slept until 12:10, had to do an old man pee. And then I slept until, I think it was 4:10. And then I've been up since 4:10. But that's better than what I've been sleeping on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'd go to bed 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I was up at a little after 3. And I hate going into the office when I get like 4 hours of Z's because I am wrecked.
Yeah, I know the feeling. That's the worst.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. If Lee keeps doing his job and good at what he does, who knows, he'll be the head of the new branch when boss opens doors. How about that, Lee? He's there for you, man. But yeah, getting older sucks, boys. So if you're fat, fix it now, because oh my gosh, it is an absolute nightmare.
It's hard to shed it off as well.
The older you get, it is for sure. Like I'm down since January 24th. I'm only down 5 pounds. And you say, oh, well, that's 5 pounds. Well, I'm eating an insane amount of vegetables. And my protein is chicken. I'm taking supplements. I'm taking vitamins. I'm taking protein powder as well. And I'm just trying to pump the goodness into me. But this new medication is wreaking havoc.
Yeah, Mooney kind of gave me a little wake-up call when she was here last time. Because she takes these, like, horrible tasting, like, plant drop things.
Okay.
And yeah, I fell ill twice, and she didn't have a single cold. Even when I had a cold and we're in the same room and things.
Okay.
I'm like, crap. There must be something to the stuff that she has.
She's taking Molly. That's what it is.
Well, I've never been one for taking painkillers or supplements and things.
Same here.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a man thing or just a us thing.
No. I would say it's a possible man thing.
Yeah, there's an element of stubbornness that
Sure.
Men have.
So
where it's like, no, I'm not going to ask for directions. We'll just keep driving.
So in the morning, I take my prescription drugs, and then I got this electrolyte powder that's filled with minerals and crap. I got that, and then I take. What am I taking? A couple probiotics. I'm taking digestive enzymes. I'm taking a couple other things, man. And then for lunch, I had this. I had a stir fry that was just vegetables, no rice or anything like that. And then I downed this vegan chocolate protein powder with all. No, it's delicious, man. With almond milk, and then I put some frozen blueberries and a big banana in there as well. So I'm pumping the goodness into me. It's just, yeah. I've got the vegan protein. Yeah, it's Vega. That's what David, it's a chocolate one, and it is so stinking good. There's no sugar or any added sugar, so it's sweetened with whatever. And it tastes awesome. Make protein balls with it. Yeah. Steph did that. And they were good with peanut butter and that protein powder. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Even today. Oh, go ahead.
No, carry on.
No,
sorry,
I was just saying.
I thought you were done. Sorry.
Even on my stir fry, I put in this chia seeds and flaxseed, man. Just dumped it right on. So I'm trying to get all this healthiness. When I did vegan last year for 5 months, I lost a poop load of weight until it was barbecue season. And then I was like, No, I'm not doing it. It's like I gotta eat some. I gotta eat some Costco fat wieners. Stick those right in my mouth, and it kind of just derailed me.
Yeah, I didn't get on with the whole vegan diet.
Oh, I
Partly
loved
because there are certain things as part of that diet are really core staples like mushrooms and onions and that,
Oof.
and they upset my stomach.
Oh, okay.
So being vegan limits you anyway, but not being able to have like those sorts of ingredients limits you even more.
Like I think vegetarian could still work.
Oh, for sure.
But
But
yeah,
that's almost the same thing for James, so he can't eat some of that stuff.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah. It's
sure.
all the same
Like-
stuff.
What I thoroughly like my one of my fave meals that I came up with is I take a full package of mushrooms and I saute those mothers up with a bunch of seasoning, and then I lay it on top a bed of quinoa or even just rice itself, and it's just it's almost like they're caramelized. Oh my gosh, it's so stinking good. But yeah, that's my meal.
I'm just gonna remember. Like, did you mention that you don't like something to do with fish food, James? Just being like
Excuse
a
me?
pescatarian, like as in like eating fish. Does that
I
work
don't
for
like
you? Or?
sushi.
Oh,
Right.
sushi!
Yeah. But what I mean is like just eating like salmon or like any kind of fish, because being a pescatarian might work, where it's like you're.
I really don't like any fish that has a really strong fish taste.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm a
I was,
maritime,
I was just
and I'm
wondering.
not a big fan of fish either.
Nah, well, it's just I just don't like it. You know, do you just not like the taste of really fishy stuff either?
Well, if it's battered and filled with tartar sauce, hook a brother up. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
bad kind.
Exactly.
It is.
There's a thing called seasoning that fixes that pretty quick. That's true. Bang Bang, Korean Bang Bang from Costco. Gorgeous. Mwah. Chef's kiss. There's also a sriracha spice at Costco. Brilliant. Brings some nice heat, but really good
Sriracha.
flavor. I just learned how to cook coyote to be a good dish last week. Okay, on it. And yeah, last year, like I shouldn't be eating sugar whatsoever. And last year, I kicked major butt, staying away from all things sugar until November 1st. And I turned down cakes, cupcakes, all this deliciousness at work. I turned it all down because sugar kills me and sets me in this mode of suffering and lots of pain. And so November 1st, went away to the casino, whatever, the buffet, and I'm like, I'm going to have a little bit of ice cream. And that just derailed me.
And that was it.
That was
from
it.
that moment on, yeah.
From that moment on. But like this year, I've done decent, but I'm still having some sugar when I shouldn't be.
Are you still eating lots of, I'll say chips, potato chips?
No. I had a very small bag today.
Oh,
That's it. And I haven't had chips in a while, so. I really brought the Bang Bang there. I think I may have turned you onto the sriracha one a while back. I'm not sure. I tell you right now, though, it is delicious. That's what I not marinate, but I fry up the mushrooms in. I just pack on that sriracha spice. It's incredible. Darth the Whitfius! Oh my gosh, good to see you, buddy. How's it going? Oh my goodness. The Darthest of Whiffiest. Crisps. No, sir. But yeah, no, that's just the way it is. It's not because I'm just some fat slob. It goes far beyond me being just a glutton. And not all fat people are just super piggish and just want to stuff their fat face. It is a mental battle. I'll tell you right now, it's a mental battle.
yeah.
And it is so hard. It's such a battle.
It's as
Yeah,
much of
comfort
a
eating.
mental one as a physical one.
It really is, especially growing up. We're on welfare, so you eat all the bad food, pasta, rice, and the potatoes.
Yeah, because
were
it's
super
cheap.
Right, and then you eat till you're full. That's basically what you're told. Eat, and then you just kind of grow up with that mindset, and it's hard to portion control because once you fill your fat face, you're still hungry.
Yeah, and there's an element when I'm eating. If I finish my plate and I'm still hungry, I'm like, I don't feel happy. I don't feel satisfied,
Right.
and I have to eat till I'm full,
So here's my
which always comes with regret.
here's my fat loser mindset. I'm eating a big bowl of rigatoni, and I know there's more there, and I'm not even half done my plate. I'm already thinking about my second plate. That's how bad it is mentally.
Well, you definitely were doing that when you were with Pete, right?
Well, I don't know. There was just a family-sized bowl, and I ate it. That's all I know. Go to an authentic Italian restaurant, family-sized servings, and I eat the rigatoni.
You saw the bowl, you blacked out, and then the bowl was
yeah,
empty.
it
Next
was
thing you knew.
It was so stinking good, man.
I had to bin a massive bowl of pasta yesterday.
Nice. I've been wrecking PC
Oh, it was
cheaters and
horrible.
Resurgence. That's awesome, dude.
Resurgence.
We'll get back to playing eventually, Dark. Just as a heads up. Miss playing with you, buddy. Yeah, it's just hard not to be honest, James. It's wild. Oh crap! Grenade!
Oh.
Okay. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Leroy.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Thing is, even going to the gym is crazy expensive.
it. Well,
Yeah.
I honestly I can't say that here because we do have a gym. We have Planet Fitness, I think, on the west side, which is a long ride, by the way, and it's like $15 a month or something. So
Really?
yeah, it's not much.
Wow.
But like I have a weight system, like a universal system in the basement here, right behind me. So it's just I haven't taken the time to do it. But literal gym at work for free. No, yeah, we have a kick-ass gym at work. It's just for me, it's just to go early because I got to take Steph to work for 8. Blah blah blah. I start at 8:30.
you wake up before the dinosaurs were extinct.
That's true.
Like,
In the
I'm
army,
sure you have time then.
they return to brains to look for food as fuel, and that's probably why I'm not a chonker. Yeah, it could be, dude. Yeah. In my army, it was stuff your fat face, Paul. Oh well.
You pull some more points. Paul's getting the points, man.
Let's go.
Boom.
Thank you. I'm just trying to get everything upgraded.
So yeah, it was crazy today, Paul, when that car blew up.
That's so funny. My joke was outstanding. I don't mind saying.
Oh. Yeah.
It's so wild.
So, Lee, I was in the office today and we heard what sounded like gunshots outside. So we all looked out the window and someone's car's blown up. And someone said, "Oh, don't worry, they got out. They legged it out of the car."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's just
Wait,
a
is this a
smouldering
joke?
wreck. No, seriously.
He sent me the picture. Everything. It's legit.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
firefighters
Oh,
came and were trying to put it out, and police had to cordon the road off.
Wow.
You know what the funniest thing
What?
is? All of the
Yeah.
managers were stressing because today was a customer tour day.
Oh wow.
So new potential customers who are interested in our managed services were touring the building, and a car blows up outside.
But the thing is like there must be friggin' idiots because it's like, oh well, what if the customers assume that a car blows up every day? And it's like,
So in our office we have something called the fishbowl. So we have a massive open plan office, but at the doorway there's like a little glass room. There's like a presentation room that has view of part of the floor that we all sit. And when it's customer tours, they're like, we want everyone to sit in view of the fishbowl so that it looks busy when customer tours are happening. So it looks like we're full, we're all working. Oh, we love it.
Oh,
You know, that whole
nice.
corporate
Yeah.
mentality that Paul would love that I can't stand.
No, okay, hold on. At my last
Hold on, wait a minute.
workplace, they did that. They had to put on this fake show for the big dogs
Yeah.
to make it seem like, oh, this is the way it is every day. I'm not cool with that. But I
No.
do love
Okay,
it.
so we agree on that.
I do love it when the big wigs come around, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, 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 because you love talking to one.
That's true. We
Like,
have
oh, people I don't see often. Let's talk to them.
our CIO once a month comes down and sits on our floor and just opens. It's just she sits at a table, and it's like, hey, if you want to come chat with me, come chat with me. And I take advantage every single time. But I also am so thankful that she does that because it's just you can talk about anything. It's just like, hey, blah blah blah, and I have no sound right now. Oh no, okay, good. And I just think it's really classy for them to do that.
Yeah, they do that here as well. Our new CEO. So, our old CEO, I don't know if he left due to some interesting circumstances. I've heard some rumors about like insider trading and things, but
Oh crap!
that's just hearsay. So I have no idea if that's
course.
true or if that's just garbage.
In the
But
chat.
he left very quickly and was replaced with a woman called Penny. And she's very, oh, yes, I want to meet everyone. I'm going to do all these meet and greets everywhere, yes. So she's coming down someday this month. And it'll be like, yeah, I want to talk to everyone in this office. So I'm going to find out what day she's coming down so I can purposely avoid that day.
No, do it. Do it, James. Chat with her. Just do it.
It might get you a good
No.
opportunity.
Why not? What's it going to hurt to get to know it? Get to know that person for a little bit, and they get to know you. You can say, hey, my name's James. I'm the top performer of our team, and I kick ass, and I want to go much further.
I'm not all about that corporate kick-ass or kiss-ass mentality.
It's
I'm
not
really
a
not.
kiss-ass mentality. It's that, and that's the problem. People look at it that way, but you're like, hey, this is my career. This is where I'm working right now. Why not? Why not push?
Because our company's all about chain of command, and one of my colleagues was in the last like meet and greet with her, and he started asking her all these questions because she gave a big spiel about investment, and my colleague was like, you know, that's great, but we have no training tools. You know, we're targeted. They want us to pass all these exams, or should I say, you want us to pass all these exams, and we've not got training tools. We've not got licenses. You know, can you do something about that? And she just looked at the guy below her and said, yeah, well, you'll look at that, won't you? Basically. So it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh,
All talk.
no!
Well, yeah,
Don't give up.
because he was asking her the wrong questions.
I'm just saying, this is where you work. If you want to keep doing what you're doing, that's fine. But there's so much more opportunity out there, dude. Why not show your interest?
You kind of, I get it. You treat your job like your second home. Essentially,
is.
You care for it. It's important to you, and yeah, I do as well. You know, I need it to survive, but it's never going to be there for me if I am in trouble. You know, if something happens to my mum tomorrow, and I'm like, hey, I need some time, you know, I'm going to be made homeless, I need to find somewhere, they'll be like, we'll give you a week off. I know, because I've seen it.
Oh, James, you're just assuming, dude.
I'm loving this.
No, I've seen
I'm loving
it.
this so much.
I've literally seen it.
Right, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen to you.
That's
just saying.
that's the way it works.
No.
You know, because it's not the company's not profiting from
It's
giving me time off.
it's such a cynical way to look at things.
It's a real world look at things. Your company might be different. They might be like, you know what? Take all the time you need. My company will be like, we'll give you a week pay, you know, off, and then we might give you a few more days off unpaid.
Look, BKC
I got
just said
3
blow
days
your
a
own
year.
trumpet. 100% blow your own trumpet, man. And who
I
knows,
did
she
for
may
my
blow your trumpet
PMPs.
after. So,
Oh no, I did. I really bigged myself up
Sorry,
in my
Mooney.
year-end reviews, and got 3%. So,
yeah, but
you know,
so who got higher other than the CEO or whatever? Who on your team would've got
that's
higher?
an interesting. No one on my team, but all the sales guys and the transitions guys all got between 4 and 7%.
Yeah. But
And that's just the fact of the world. The teams that
True.
bring in new business to the company
right.
will always have better work conditions and better leeway than our team. You know, because we we don't bring money into
Exactly.
the company.
So
And I understand that. That's just how it works.
so you need to let that part go.
You keep. But
I
the
didn't
thing is,
complain
like,
about that part though.
but the thing is, like, if you don't do your part, then the money making part just falls apart. Like,
Oh,
it
true.
doesn't.
That's why there's the lawsuit
It
going
doesn't.
on at the minute.
Yeah,
Whoa,
it
lawsuit.
doesn't work without you. So,
Hmm.
like, in a sense, you enable the people doing sales to
What's this
actually
lawsuit?
make those sales.
I can't really say too much on stream, but certain
Uh-oh.
people didn't do their jobs, and a customer got breached.
Yes.
And this is a customer that had, you know, people's health records and things.
Uh-oh.
So they're suing millions from our company because of it. But it's the age-old story of the work didn't get done and the stuff didn't get patched because we don't have the appropriate team to do that, nor the tools to do that. It's completely manual. So the new people who've joined didn't even know about it, and the old people who left didn't bother to train the new people because they were just like, screw you, I'm leaving, goodbye. So it's a historical failing of the company to just let things go as they've always been and ignore people when they say, hey, we really need to invest in some tools so we can do our job properly.
Good on.
The thing with my company is, yeah, my company doesn't make changes until money's involved. The only reason I was hired for the company in First Line Networks back in 2021 is because the company was doing some shady shit with its contract selling. So they got cheap services from a vendor, whereas if they went directly to the vendor, it would cost them more.
Yeah.
And the vendor got wind of it and said, you're not going to do this anymore. We're going to pull all our contracts so you can't sell our products. Because the vendor's technical support centers were just being jammed up with support calls from our company. So the company was quickly like, crap, we're going to lose like £5 million and lose all future sales if we don't hire enough engineers to cover this.
Yeah.
So that's why they hired us. Because and it's something that my manager had been kicking and screaming about for years and was ignored by upper management. You know, and that's the thing. Until money's involved and the company's at risk of losing money, they're like, they won't make changes. And it's only now they're having discussions. Yeah, it's only now they're having discussions about getting the right tools in place because of this like £1 million lawsuit.
Crazy. All right, I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I was talking for a very long time there, but Paul was like, please hurry up, I need to pee.
Nah, he loves it. He loves it when other people get to talk instead of him just motor mouthing.
Oh no, I hate it because I always feel like I'm hijacking the conversation. I feel guilty.
No, you bring some really good stuff on Fridays.
It's just life experience, Lee, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be all doom
some
and
of
gloom.
it's no, but it's the reality of what it is. Like,
I was super motivated when I first joined the company as well. You remember when I first come back to the stream after my, I'll say, hiatus? I actually had free time. The work was great. I was happy with the salary. You know, things were looking up and up and up. And all it takes is a few kind of low income years for a company, bad management to creep in, for things to go from, wow, this is awesome, to, wow, this is bad. I remember Paul saying in his last job how, oh my God, this is the best ever. I'm on a great salary. He gets to work from home. He gets to choose his hours to stream. His team was awesome. And he loved it for like 17 years. And then, bam, a few financial problems later, his team gets axed. He gets put with awful people doing awful work. And there was that period where he was fucking miserable. Because
I remember,
he just hated it. But, you know, Paul put himself out there, got a better job. And, you know, he's brought the A game again.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's you know, shifts have changed because different job, different rules and things, but yeah, we just live in a very precarious time where things really can change from good to shit very quickly.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, would your outlook change, Lee, if you knew that when you got a job, you could stick in it for life if you enjoyed it? You didn't need to worry about redundancies and finances and that. How would your outlook change with that?
Oh, it would be amazing because I wouldn't have to worry about like job security. It's
That's
like,
it.
it's such it's such a major thing, which is why like company loyalty was so important.
just
But the thing is
yeah,
like that there's not enough incentive to for you to stick it out. So it's like it's only beneficial for you for people to job hop, and that can sometimes look quite negatively.
You miserable
but
bums!
It's just the reality.
You stop
Oh,
that.
Paul.
Dedicate yourselves.
You know, so a couple of years ago, they changed the pay scale in America, and it financially ruined a guy at my company. He walked into the San Francisco office, stood in reception, put a gun in his mouth, and blew his brains out.
Wow.
He was like, I can't recover from these changes the company have done. That's it, I'm done. He was just destitute because of it.
I mean,
that's another position open for someone else.
No.
And let's be real, that is a very extreme solution.
Oh, it is. I'm
Dude
just
had
saying
mental
these
issues
changes
before that, though.
Oh, Mr. Paul.
Come
Mr.
on.
Paul.
I'm serious, man. Listen, the type of mentality that I am, I cannot entertain the negative or just constant down because I can get in that state easily. But I just refuse to do it. I refuse.
I'm still doing my job and that, but I'm not going to. Bottom line is, if something happened to me, the company won't look after me. And that's the bottom line. Whereas in the olden days, they would have done, because you were their go-to guy. I think as well, the fact that there are so many candidates for jobs now, companies have the luxury of just picking who they want. Whereas before, if someone would leave, there are people who are irreplaceable.
I think they would hook you up.
You have to make yourself indispensable.
That's what I'm saying. James is indispensable. Look at the amount of work he does. He does 3 times the job the other guys do.
Right, that's true.
You are dedicating yourself, putting in the work. I guarantee they would reciprocate. You know what, James? You worked your butt off. We're going to help you out. Honestly, dude, there's no way that would not happen. I love it.
Ah, Mr. Paul.
No, I refuse to believe any of that. And yet, you would know better than me at your current work. I'm just saying, look, you hate your manager. Look what he said to you, though, with just like, hey, he felt bad.
That's nice.
He felt bad. He could only give you 3% because he knows you're worth way more. And so, in a current situation where it's like, you need desperate help, I'm pretty sure they're going to help you.
Yeah, and it depends on what. When my car broke down a few weeks ago, I was like, hey, I just can't get into the office. Can I work from home for these 2 days? He was like, yeah, sure, not a problem. And that is, that makes my life a lot easier. Those sorts of things.
Well, he knew you had a Jaguar. That's why. He's just like, oh my gosh, buddy.
Wow. He's got a Jaguar?
Yeah, you're wokey woke.
I don't know. I've had so many issues with that bloody car. I did look into selling it, but I wouldn't get anywhere near the amount I bought it from. So I'm like, okay, it's not worth it.
Nope.
It's still cheaper at this moment in time to get these £300 repairs done when they need it. So I took it into the specialist a couple of weeks ago to get my fuel filter cleaned. And because I had a warning light to say, your fuel filter's full, your car's going to go into limp mode. Do you know what that is, Paul? I don't know if you have that in Canada, limp mode on a car?
No.
So, cars in the UK, I don't know if this is only a UK thing or if this is in other countries as well, but cars have a setting on them where if they detect a major warning light, they go into limp mode, which means you cannot drive higher than like 30 miles an hour.
Okay.
So you can't. It limits the speed of the car to like really slow.
Huh.
So you can't really drive it anywhere. So I took it in to fix that and cost about £300. And then the specialist called me. He said, "Can you bring your spare key fob to the garage when you pick the car up?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I got there. He said the weirdest thing happened. He said, "Your central locking has just stopped working." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
So
He's
what,
like, He said the RF receiver had died and needs replacing. He said it's a really rare thing. It's just, coincidence it's happened. So I got that replaced, and I'm like, well, my aircon's not working either. So can you look into that as well? So he replaced the RF receiver and fixed the central locking for another £300.
okay.
And he's like, the part I need for the aircon, we don't have in stock. We'll need to get that in. I need a new, I think he said compensator, or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Or compressor, something like that. So he said, bring that in at the start of April, and that'll probably be another £300.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
I need a working aircon for when Moon is here. The heat in that sun. Oh,
She's from
the
South
summer.
Africa.
It still gets hot. That doesn't make you immune to heat.
It does to UK heat.
We have some hot days, Paul.
Oh my gosh. That's like saying
We don't have any Canadian cold. No, we don't have Canadian cold.
Yeah,
That's
but
something we
you don't have South African hot.
We did have. Yeah, we had 40-degree heat, which was crazy.
Right.
I will say, though, that our winters the last few years have definitely been warmer than they've ever been.
Oh man, this winter.
Would you agree with that, Lee?
Yeah, I would.
Our winter sucked. This was a classic Canadian winter, just with cold. And just snow. But we had no nor'easters. We just had snow. We just got done having 80 millimeters of rain over the last 24 hours. But there's still thick ice and snow around. That's how much crap we've had. And the temperature, I think, is plus right now. Or let me see. Current. Yeah, oh, sorry, we're at -1. Feels like -7. UK heat is just different. How is it different? Is it humid?
Well, we don't have breezes. It's like a dry, stagnant heat.
Oh, that's the good heat. You need to come here for our humid
No,
heat.
that's the worst.
No way. Come to our humid heat, man. You are dripping. It is disgusting. It's smothering. It takes the air out of your chest. It is nasty. Dry heat is what we crave when it's hot. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's the AS.
So what's your plans this year with the house, Paul?
I want to sell.
Are you still on track with that?
So I gotta. So here's the latest. We'll say, I need to wait until I do my income taxes, which is going to be here in probably in a couple weeks. Then I got to see if Steph's getting hired on full time, and she's
yes.
In the last week, she's had 2 people come up to her and say, "Congratulations on getting an offer for full time." And she's like, I've not, nobody said anything to me. I have no clue. And they're all like, oops.
First I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And she's just like, and they're all like, okay, well, when you find out, congrats anyways. And so she's going to wait until April 1st and just like, hey, do you know what's going on? Am I going to be staying on or anything like that? So if she stays on, I'm going to go full gear. The only other thing that's kind of weighing on me is the tariff stuff. And if that continues, I'm going to have to wait a few months.
That's a big change that's happened like very recently.
That's the thing, man. That's why I'm so pissed about it. It's just like, I just want to get ahead. That's it. I want to get ahead.
Has he raised them to 50% yet?
So,
or is it still 25?
No, he backtracked them all again until April 2nd. Until April 2nd. So everybody's figured out what he's doing. He's shorting the market so his billionaire friends can buy all this stock, like the NASDAQ and Dow and all that stuff, And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to wait another month. The problem is our boys are like, you know what? F you, buddy. We're keeping these intact until you smarten up. And it's insane. So I don't know what's going to happen.
No, I don't understand why he's doing this.
It's not
I mean,
because of fentanyl.
I've always been quite. No, I've always been quite pro-Trump in what he does.
Yeah, me too.
But since he's gotten into an unchallenged power, I'm like, why are you doing this?
Well, it's because he doesn't have to like prepare himself for re-election because he's not going to get back in.
Well, no, but
it's
what
two
he's
terms.
doing is hurting people in America and New York,
I mean,
and Canada.
Yeah. So David and I were chatting about the same thing at work. It's just like, you know what, the things he was saying and the stuff he was doing when he first got in, it was like, heck yeah, that's great. And I love the America First rhetoric. I think it's not rhetoric, but I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
I love it.
I think all countries should have the same. Put your people first.
Yes, but to say fentanyl's an issue coming from Canada to the UK is an absolute lie.
The US.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, they've already said that it's 41 pounds that's ever been that total, which is a carry-on luggage for women. That's it. Now Mexico, totally different, and even the Mexican president said the drug traffickers that have gone and got caught are 80% American. So it is whatever that is. I don't even care about that stuff. I'm more concerned about our side, and it's got nothing to do with that. So we cleaned up our borders. We have patrol. We hired more border people, and yet he's still saying the same stuff, and it makes no sense. So just whatever. Like I don't understand why you would attack Canada. It makes no sense. We're there thick and thin with the U.S. always, and you know what, we always will be, no matter what. No matter what, if there's like, you know what, we need you guys to do this, we're gonna be like, yeah, okay, we'll do it, regardless of how you treated us. And it's just the way it is. We're not anti-American. We never have been. We never will be. And I just, there was somebody on Twitter or something like that who mentioned, it was anonymous. Anonymous tweeted about 9/11 and all that stuff, and on how Canadians regret it. And I was like, no, we were more than happy to take the flights into our nation, house them in Newfoundland, house them in Nova Scotia, and that's really close to me. We were more than happy to stand with the Americans, especially with the world wars, the Iraqi war, everything. We were more than happy to stand with our American brothers. So I'm positive it's because he's shorting the market, and every time he does this, and I'm putting tariffs, stock market crashes, and then his boys get to buy a bunch of stocks. So that's the only logical reason.
Oh yeah, because first and foremost, Trump is a businessman.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his tweet about Justin Trudeau trying to stay in power using this whole tariff thing, I thought was awesome. I was like, perfect. Call that bum out so we can just get rid of him. So yeah, it's just
even with us, Paul. I know.
Yeah.
It's super annoying, especially seeing as he seemed to be going so well, and now he seems to be doing such random stuff.
Yeah, it's mind blowing. And the whole deals, like if you look at it, he's complaining about how Canada's taking advantage of the U.S. He's the clown that signed that with JT back in like 2018. This is his deal. This wasn't Canada before Donald Trump. If you look at it, he's the one who signed that deal with Canada with all the traits and stuff. This is his deal. But he's blaming it on us taking advantage of Americans, and it makes no sense. None of this is lining up or adding up to what he's saying. Oh well, that's it. I just wanted to vent a little bit. That's that. But
no, I agree. It just hurts people,
and that's what it's doing, and it's causing divide as well in the U.S. Even Trump supporters in the U.S. are kind of speaking out now, saying, you know, we don't have an issue with Canada. We have an issue with illegal immigrants and all that stuff, but we don't have an issue with Canada. What is happening here?
You got an issue
did you
with
see-
Trudeau, and that's it.
100%. 100%.
Do you see what JD Vance said about the UK's military? He insulted our military.
Oh, did he?
Of course.
And a lot of people over here are pissed because he said that we're just some random country that hasn't fought a war in like 30
Okay.
years.
I
And
see.
it came to the Ukraine thing. And we're like, hold on. When you invaded
Friggin'
Iraq
nature, yeah.
and Afghanistan,
Yeah.
our troops were there beside you, and we lost a lot of troops.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like don't
And
like
that was
don't
such an
disrespect
insult.
our guys. Like
Well, that's what he did.
Oh, here
Yeah.
she comes.
I mean, there was a lot of anger to our prime minister at the time was Tony Blair. At
Yes,
that point,
yes.
that's a bit before your time, Lee. I think
he
would
was,
have been-
buddies with
um,
George W.
Oh, he
I,
was a dick.
I'm aware of Tony Blair.
Yeah, and he's the one that was like, right, America's gone and invaded Iraq. We're going to join them. We're going to help. And there was no vote, no nothing. And we were like, why are we getting involved, sending our boys out there to die for something that's not our war at all?
Well, you guys, we were
It's
all
like, well-
sold on WMDs, right? And that's
Yes, weapons of mass destruction.
right. And that's
And that's the big speech, yeah, that he gave.
Yeah.
You know, we must find them. Saddam has them, you know, blah, blah, blah.
and then there was nothing found.
Yeah. They're like, oh, sorry, you know, we've lost like 8,000 personnel that have been killed. We'll send their families a thank you card, you know. We just basically used it as an excuse to get all their oil fields. You know, Tony Blair bought shitloads of land out there.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. What an asshole. He's the one that started to ruin our economy anyway.
Yeah.
Because Tony Blair brought in the credit things, so people could buy things on credit and eased the loan restrictions.
Okay.
So people who clearly couldn't pay back
Oh,
loans
we're
were allowed
taking
to take out
okay.
loans. Yeah, and that's where all the debt came in.
So what I'm seeing is there is a clear line for all of us to be prosperous, if you want to be prosperous and do it legitimately. There really is, and then there's just all this nonsense that's happening.
There is, you just can't do it solo,
Yeah.
I don't think.
I want to live my life, and I work friggin' hard. I'll tell you right now. I put the hours in. I put the time in. I want to be
Yeah,
able
man.
to live comfortably. If I want to go somewhere, I want to go. That's it. Like, I wanna
Yeah,
just-
I agree.
Ugh.
But are you in a position where if you lost your job tomorrow, Paul, how long could you survive without another job?
Oh, I would. Oh my gosh! I think in savings I have $2,100. That's it, just savings. And I'm 49.
So if you couldn't get another job, and how long would that take?
Oh no, that's that.
know-
The amount of money I spend on bills and crap, dude, is almost $3,000 a month.
So you can't live. I don't know how you obviously you'd get your welfare again, but you wouldn't be able to live a couple of months without a job. Basically.
Oh no.
And I'm exactly the same. So we're all virtually paycheck to paycheck.
Yep.
And I think that's always in the back of our minds somewhere, knowing that right we have to, you know, keep that in mind.
Yeah. Like I keep saying to Steph, I was like, okay, we need to budget. And I run a budget. It's just we spend so much on like food and crap too. So I'm just like, I was
Oh,
like,
plus you got 2 kids.
well, yeah, Isaiah's not a kid though. But no,
Well,
you're
no,
right.
but I know you probably still, you know, pay for a lot
I
of
do.
stuff.
Oh, I
for
pay
him.
for everything because I love it. That's just the type of dad I am. He wants to get stuff. I was like, yeah, I'll get it, dude. Or we'll go out to eat, and he's
Yeah.
like, hey, I can pay for it. I was like, no, I got it. I'll pay for it. So it's all good.
Yeah.
I do the same.
And
with Cameron,
Isaiah,
right?
Isaiah needs to use that.
Yes, I
save.
want him to use it. And yeah,
So
He's
is
in a
Isaiah
beautiful
saving then?
position.
well, I didn't have.
Sorry,
this.
what was that?
Oh, what were we saying, Lee?
Is Isaiah saving? Do you know?
I have no clue, and honestly, it's none of my business. So, but he starts.
It
work
kind of
here.
is.
He starts work in 14 days, I think it is, or a little less.
Oh,
than that.
what's he going to be doing?
Well, he's going to be at the same work as Steph in
Oh, of course,
really?
yeah.
yeah, in the service department. So he's excuse me, he's super excited because he's just tired of being home. And I don't blame him. He's 24, and the kid's super hardworking, man. He's one of those kick-ass dudes that puts 120%.
Hold on, you were married at his age. Has he got a lady friend yet? Is he seeing anyone?
No, and he wants somebody, but it's just the thing is, it's hard to meet new people, especially if you don't go out and do stuff. And so, I would love for him to meet somebody and just to experience all the awesomeness that women hold.
What about the online dating?
Well, that's what I mentioned. I don't think he's interested in that. I think he wants to find somebody the old-fashioned way, but it's not easy to find somebody the old-fashioned way.
Is he not interested in Power of the P?
Oh, he is 100%. He's my kid. He has to be interested in the Power of the P. It's mind control. It's just. I think the way that a lot of young people are now is they want it to fall into their lap, kind of like work, kind of like money, kind of like just different things. It's like instead of going out and getting it, it's just if I do this, it's going to come to me, and that especially with the Power of the P, you kind of got to lay some foundation within the layers.
Yeah, I don't know why. He should just sign up to a dating app, look at through profiles, see someone that has hobbies and things that he likes and that he likes the look of, and just message them. Go, hey, saw your profile,
girl.
Blah blah blah.
Absolutely.
Then go out for a date and and see if it doesn't lead anywhere. That's fine. If it does, great.
Hey girl.
And that's what you should be doing as well, Lee. That's what you should be doing as well, Lee.
100%.
Because even if it doesn't go anywhere, it'll get you used to talking to the opposite sex.
I think with Isaiah though,
things you shouldn't say.
I think it's because he's living
That's
home.
scary.
And
that means nothing.
No, I know, but mentally.
Did that stop you, Paul?
Oh my gosh, no. No, but I'm just saying, like, there's a certain age that you reach, and I don't know if he has this old school mentality, but like you should be out of your house at this point and blah blah blah. But he also knows that it is insanely expensive to live in Canada at the moment. So, but I'm pretty sure, like, because Cameron's doing his ambulance thing and he's making bank.
Yeah.
And then when Isaiah starts working, I'm pretty sure they're gonna move out together, which will suck. I think that's going to be crappy, but like I'll be super proud of him and happy. I already am anyways, okay? Let's establish that. I'm already happy, proud of both my boys because they're both incredible kids. But I just like he's going to get out to experience the awesomeness and then just
the fact that you've got them to that age and they're not into drink, they're not into drugs, they've got no one pregnant. Those three things alone means you've done something right.
Yeah. Isaiah will drink some brewskis for sure, and I don't.
No, that's different. He's not, having problems due to beer. He's not trouble with the police or in with,
no.
Not done loads of drugs and things. No. It's
No, my boys are great. They just like gaming, man. They like chilling and hanging out and just playing video games.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Do you think if you were still in the church, Isaiah would be with the church honey?
Yes, 100%. Listen, the dude's a good-looking dude, and he'd be quite a catch because he actually knows how to treat people right, and he's kind, and he's nice. And he's got a good attitude, and he's fun to be around too. So, a chick's gonna be happy to get him, or lucky to get him when it's time. It just needs to happen. Because like there was prom and all of that stuff. There's the teenage dating that's so stressful and. All of those things that kind of help build you, make you cynical towards some women. Isaiah beats me ESPN Fantasy Pharaoh League. Yeah, that's true. I think he still tops of that. But yeah, it's just awesome. There's so much for these kids to experience, and so I try to make it as awesome at home as possible. The boys have freedom; they can do whatever the heck they want. I don't care.
Would you let them have a girl stay the night?
No. Oh, well, hold on. Because I know what I was like, okay? It doesn't matter, really, where they're at. I was rocking step while her parents were upstairs, so at her house, so it didn't matter.
Well, say in a couple of years...
Right.
Say in a couple of years, Isaac meets a girl and is like, yeah, can she come stay around for the night? How would you react? How would Steph react? I feel like Steph would take your lead on that.
No, she would
Just from
voice
her personality.
She would voice her negative opinion first, and then I would be the voice of reason. And I'd be like, yeah, she could stay, but here's the situation. There's none of this door closed nonsense, even though that doesn't matter either. But I'm pretty sure the boys don't have my game anyways when I did when I was a teenager. So I don't know if they'd be as incredibly smooth as I was.
Would you let them sleep in the same bed, or would you be like, no, you got to sleep in separate rooms?
Hell no. Now, yeah, like so Isaiah's 24, so that doesn't matter to me. Isaac had a teenager. There's no chance he's sleeping in the same bed with a girl. Not in my house. At all. Listen, the power of the P does some amazing things to a young boy's heart. So, and mentality.
Doesn't just do it for the heart.
No, not at all. Since the boys' Paul job is easier, having daughters are a different story. Well, so Otnate, I'm telling you right now, it is the parenting. It's the parents that would help with that. It's how you parent as well, and like Steph's way more dramatic than I am at all. I'm more of the chill dad, right? I don't micromanage my kids' lives. I'm there if they need me, but I provide an awesome life for them. But like if I see something, I'll be like, hey, let's chat about this. But both boys are awesome. I don't really have to do that. But as a girl, though, I would be controlling everything. But no, I really.
You'd be more protective of a girl.
100%, yeah. But
yeah, I think that just comes naturally.
I think it's the confidence you build up in your kids as well, especially with a daughter. I think if you build them up and just really establish themselves personally, instead of having like low self-esteem and all of this other nonsense, like
yeah,
I think you wouldn't have that too much of an issue. You have a great family. I really do, Otney. I'm super proud. I wanted to be a dad. As a teenager, I was ready to be a father. I'm just saying, but I didn't father any children as a teenager. But that was the one thing, since my dad sucked ass, I was never going to be a crappy dad at all.
You could have had some boulevard kids.
Oh, no, sir.
How different would your life be if that had happened?
Well, it all depends, right? Like, Steph is not a boulevard chick, so I guess there's a higher standard. So the problem is with welfare and boulevard chicks and all that stuff, it's a vicious cycle. So if you grow up on welfare, there's a high chance that you're going to kind of do the same thing, where you're just going to sit there and not work hard and let the government pay for it, blah, blah, blah. But with Steph, that was a different standard. And I didn't want to be on welfare anyways, so... yeah, I just...
No.
There's a good chance that I'd still be down there, and I don't know if I'd be divorced or not. I can't see myself being divorced, as I give everything to Steph, of course. All my time is given to her when she's off work. I don't sit here and play video games all night either. So yeah. I invest hardcore into my family.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
I don't spend as much time as I should with Mumsy. I make sure she's comfortable with that, but I don't really sit with her and, watch TV and talk with her and that. I find it difficult because I'm acutely aware of her aging and her problems whenever I sit with her. Yeah, and I find it difficult, and it makes me worry.
Well, don't get to that point where you're going to regret, though, dude, when it's too late.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, like,
she certainly knows how to push my buttons, though. Yeah, but she knows how to push my buttons as well.
Of course, yeah.
I felt bad because I shouted at her today.
Oh, dude.
And I don't usually do that. Well, no. So I had a half day to take her shopping.
Yeah.
And.
Oh, he just left.
James has left the party.
Hey, Ultimate Hater, thank you so much. His mom listened and cut the internet. Mom, please listen. And Mark, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for the subscribe. That's so funny.
That is wild.
Warzone on Saturday? Possibly.
As in tomorrow?
As in tomorrow, right? I think so. And Lee said he can't be here.
Yeah.
Jerk Lee.
Dude, I'm walking up a mountain tomorrow.
That means nothing. So where are you at with possibly moving out?
Well, that's what tomorrow's going to entail. I'm meeting up with the with you know, the friend that sort of put the idea on the table, and sort of we're going to chat to see how we're going to move forward with this, if it gets to that point. But yeah, I mean, you know,
Hey.
we're just going to be going on a long walk and talking about it, pretty much.
The party died for me. What was the last thing you heard?
Oh, you had a half a day today to take Mumsy shopping, and then that was it.
Yes.
We assumed she cut the internet off because she heard you.
Yeah.
No, the party just died. So, as we're driving to the shops, Mumsy starts complaining that I'm holding the steering wheel wrong. She's
Awesome.
she's complaining about how I'm driving. Oh, watch, the wheels are turned out on that parked car, and I'm like, you know, this really widens me up. Oh, you've taken your hand off the steering wheel. I have the other one on there. Oh.
That's so
Would that annoy you, Paul?
100%, dude. 100%. That's so funny.
And I'm behind a big car that's put his brake lights on, and I was like, watch what this guy's doing. I'm like, yes, I can see he's braking.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, my mum does the exact same,
that's crazy.
but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I have been driving for just like 1 year.
Yeah, still though, that's frustrating. It's because you know what you're doing. But Lee,
It frustrates the hell out of me.
I can't help but take advantage of this opportunity to say, how come you got to go on a mandate in order to find out if you want to move in with some dude?
Oh no, it's not
What?
that. It's just that why you gotta call it like that?
Because that's the way it sounded. You guys are going.
I've forgotten
No.
about.
All right, so
I've forgotten about Nate Nights.
so
Oh my
I have too. So check this out. Lee has an opportunity to move in with a dude, but they're gonna go on a little adventure together first and go for a long, lengthy walk.
No. Don't call it that. Don't
That's
call
what it
that.
is.
It's but you're turning it into something it's not.
That's what you're saying. It's not, but that's
Are
the way
you,
it sounds
are you
like
going
it is.
for a meal? Are you going for a meal as well, or?
No.
What are you guys gonna do on this mountaintop?
So, yeah. What are you actually going for? To see if you get on with each other?
No.
I don't understand it.
No, it's just like he put the idea on the table, and then it's like, and then it's been about a month since we've seen each other, so it's like
Oh my god.
we've done our own, we've looked into it separately, and we just want to come to a consensus together in terms of like whether we have the same sort of idea, the type of
What
place.
do you mean, same sort of idea? What are you talking about?
I don't know what's going on. This oddly sounds like a relationship, dude. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying the way you're explaining it is just like, okay,
It
are
does-
we
it
gonna
does sound
do
like
this?
See, this is why I don't talk. This is why I just let you
This is why
guys
I don't
talk.
No, sir. I want to
Alright.
know. That's so
When I moved into my uni house with my mate, we didn't go for long walks together on the beach and things. We were just like, yeah,
It
there's a
wasn't on
room
a
going.
beach.
Do you
It's
want to
not on
move
a
in? I'm like, yeah, sure.
They're going on a
in the
mountain
forest
climb
then,
adventure, James. Come on.
A mountain climb adventure.
He's
On an
he's
adventure.
he's losing weight, and he likes to go on walks now, and it's something that doesn't cost us anything because we just end up going on a walk.
Why is it
I'm pretty-
necessary though?
It's not necessary.
Is he doing
it's
like a
just
reveal party? Like, Lee, look at me now. Do you love me? Is it gonna be one of those things?
I
you think of my
imagine
curves?
not.
If
Wait.
it is, though, I'm gonna laugh my head off.
If it is, I'm not going to tell you any otherwise. Like I'm not going to tell you
Lee,
anyway. Like
it doesn't matter, dude. You're always welcome here, no matter what. The power of the P is both ways,
Dude,
right?
Dude. Don't turn it into this. Don't.
Ah, Paul.
P stands for two different things. The song you down with OPP, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Lee?
Hey, you know, if you're into that sort of thing, Lee,
That's
that's
what I'm saying.
fine.
Yeah, we'll still play Gears with you.
If you so
Wow.
all jokes and piss taking aside, Lee.
You're an
No.
How-
These
how I
jokes are
think-
never going aside.
No. Just serious talk when it comes to moving out and things. The world gets a million times more expensive when you
Yes.
go it alone in your own place. At
Yeah.
the minute, you can still live at home with Mumsy, and I don't want to say this to sound wrong, but Mumsy isn't going to be around forever. And it's something that
Yes.
I'm acutely aware of. So while you're not with someone, my thing when I was younger was I'll always stay at home until I meet someone, and then I'll move in with them.
Yeah.
Because all of my mates who I know moved out on their own, just for their own independence, got stuck in the renting trap because renting is so expensive. And they
Yeah.
were still only able to get a place when they got a partner. The partner moved in with them, they saved for a few years and got a place. If you go it solo, you're going to have a hell of a time with bills. And to be bluntly, you're not in a well-paying job. You know, you're
No.
minimum wage, and you know you're not going to be on that forever. But at this moment, it would be silly with the way things are to move out.
James, he's not moving in by himself, though. There's a significant other.
No. There's no significance about it.
Yeah, and you never know what's going to happen in due course. You know, you could run into some financial hardship, Lee. That means you have to move back anyway.
Yes.
But
And
So-
and
he
and
has
that's
the
why
other
they
dude.
like, you know,
Oh, Paul.
No, I'm just saying he could help pay bills.
the idea is that it was gonna happen together like roommates,
Yeah.
so that it wouldn't be all on one individual. But that's part of the nuances that we're trying to get past.
I just wouldn't do it, Lee. Say, for example, he meets someone and decides to move in with them. You're screwed, because then you've got a
Yes.
place that you can't afford. That's
Yes,
actually
which
happened
is-
to one of my mates.
Yeah, which is why, like, that's why, like, I'm gonna have like a big talk with him about it in terms of how bills are gonna be paid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because he does things very, he's very spontaneous in what he does. So I don't want him to just drop out for no reason, like
Yeah.
just because he feels like it, and me to just be left in the hole.
Yeah.
So that's what tomorrow's going to
Just
be
left
about
in the
terms
hole.
of work. Yeah, oh my God, poor
So-
choice
sorry,
of
yeah.
words.
So
But so that's what tomorrow's going to be about in terms of working out what our approaches are to it, because his idea of it is probably very different than my idea of it, and it might not even work at all. I'm just like I'm just keeping that in the back of my head,
Yeah.
where this might not even go ahead.
the cool thing, Lee, is if it's not gay, if it's a three-way, dude.
Oh my God!
So if he finds
Wait,
someone
it
else,
still can be.
Paul
If-
knows
if
that
it's
from
too-
experience.
hey, word him up. Don't do it, Lee. I've been there. Been there before. When it comes to money, unless it's your significant other, it never works out. Ooh, that's from Ultimate Hater.
Yeah. I've seen it. I've got a mate who moved into. He actually bought the house, but he couldn't really afford it. It was kind of on the cusp of what he could afford, and his mate was like, "You know what? I'm gonna need a place for the next 3 years. I'll move in and pay with bills." And he was like, "Yes, that solves all the problems." So he moved in, and they were fine for about a year, and then this other dude met a girl and moved in with them, and he's like, "Crap, I'm now screwed. I can't pay for this house." So he kind of had to
Sure.
go cap in hand to mum and dad to pay it, which obviously didn't really go down well. There is something to say about having your own independence. That's kind
Yeah.
of the most important thing. But if you mess yourself up financially, it can take years
Oh,
to
yeah.
recover.
Lee climbs
Yeah.
every
I got-
mountain and swims every ocean, according to Mark.
It's-
I'm coming, James. 1 sec.
Thank you, Lee. That's all right. But no, it's obviously your life, your choice. But
Yeah.
we've kind of been around the block a bit, and we've seen what happens to people.
Of course. But yeah, and I feel like because I have had been in the fortunate situation of having my mother provide most of the things for me. I've been able to save up, and let's just say that I have enough so that there is a bit of wiggle room with things, but I still don't want to go nuts
No.
over it.
I think Paul will agree with me when I say this. A savings pot that isn't being added to and has to be taken out of will quickly disappear, no matter
Yes.
how much you think you have.
Yeah.
You know, you have a few unexpected car problems. That's a few £1,000 gone.
Of course.
You know, you have some house issues and that pot, however big it is, if you can't afford to keep adding to it and you're just dipping into now and again for bits.
Yeah.
And that goes for women as well, Lee. If you know, when you do get a girl,
for
don't be
sure.
like, you know what, I've got all this money, I'm going to treat you to this, this, and this, because that as
Oh,
well
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
work. That's not going to be good.
And also it's like, you know, it's not going to work out with every girl.
No, but you know what I'm saying. I know when you
Oh,
get a
of
girl, you want to
course.
show off and take her nice places and that's good. Just bear
Yeah,
in
I'll have a
mind
nice
that
mountain to take her on.
power of the peely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What say you, Paul? What say you?
Do you really want me?
Seriously, Paul, what's your input on all this?
Well, there is a couple factors, especially Mumsy, and she would want you to be out on your own, but she's going to be devastated. Does she already know? Like this is.
Oh
a
yeah,
possibility?
and she is devastated. Which and I think, like, you know, she's definitely one of the major reasons for me being apprehensive to do any of this.
Yeah. But you can't let Mumsy's emotions control what you do in your future, though, too.
No.
No.
Well, do your mandate tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get ripped in half. And,
Yeah, you deserve that for calling it.
And figure
I've got to
out the
ask, is
finances.
it with Nathan?
I hope so. It is.
Is it what? Sorry, James.
Is it Nathan?
It
Can I answer
is.
that?
Oh
It is,
my
isn't it?
gosh. Okay, that's funny.
Because if it wasn't, you'd just say no, it's not. So.
100%. I appreciate your honesty, Lee.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You guys could have
It is.
Nate
It
night
is to
every-
you.
No way.
Well, you did say that Nathan dumped his last girlfriend when he met you, or something along those lines.
Oh yeah, and he went on a date with another girl, and that didn't work out either.
You sound bitter about that.
Elton John's got 2 kids. You know, it doesn't mean anything.
This is amazing.
Hey, so long as you're happy, Lee.
That's what I'm saying.
Talk about Trump again.
No. Lee may. Oh my gosh. If I get hit with that one more time. Maybe you're bisexual, Lee.
Yeah,
Maybe that's.
nothing wrong with that. If you go stargazing, just keep an eye if he tries to find Uranus.
That's a good one. I like that. That's a good joke.
That is a good joke.
You're full of crap though, but yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. James is just giving you good feedback. Oh, crap. Do it.
Nah.
Yeah,
Well, no matter
I
what you
wish Pete,
choose,
I
Lee,
wish
just,
Pete was here. I want him to shut you guys up.
No, Pete would be super embarrassed that it's Nathan. He's like, what is going on, Lee?
Yeah, he's just dead.
Oh, wow.
You nearly ripped me in half, though.
That was awesome. Well,
I hope
Lee-
you feel better
Not,
soon,
not
Paul.
those last few waves.
Oh, yeah, they were. It was fun.
Well, if you ever need advice, Lee, about people who've kind of been around the block a bit, obviously there's Paul, and even me, I'm happy to give advice if you do message
Appreciate it.
and
Thank you.
need anything. I've obviously lived away from home, lived with people, been very interesting. You know, Paul's moved out and that long time ago. So if there's one thing we know, it's like finances and things. And so yeah, if you ever need anything, Lee, just drop us a message.
Appreciate that, James. Thank you very much.
That's cool.
Very kind of you.
Oh, I love
What?
it. Nothing. I think it's awesome. All right, boys. I didn't realize it was Nathan. That just changes everything. This is so much fun.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It really does. I'm at level 96. I need to get that next level.
Nice.
All right, boys. I am done.
You guys suck.
Thank you so much.
Me?
Tomorrow I may be back with Warzone with Mark. Just as a heads up, we'll figure something out.
Oh, cool.
Excellent. Brokeback
Well,
Mountain, big
have
casino
an
set.
awesome-
All right, you too, dude.
I thought he said Bareback Mountain. All right, have a good one, guys.
That's tomorrow. All right,
I hope you feel better soon.
have a wonderful
Wow.
time. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, so much fun. I'll tell you right now, Lee is a great sport. Great sport. And I have so much fun teasing. I love to tease. Don't laugh. Otney, 100%, dude. Gotta laugh, my man. Gotta laugh. Hold on here. Frozen. Rah, rah, rah. Thanks for the stream, Paul. Mooney, thank you for hanging out with us, Mooney. Thank you. Still ain't just metal, lad. It's will. It's how hard ye are when. It's how hard ye are when the world swings back at you. My mind is totally in the gutter. Oh my gosh, excuse me. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for hanging out. It's good to see you. We could be back tomorrow, just as a heads up. But if not, what happened to my screen? All I have is showing stuff. Oh no, forget it. All right, if you guys need anything, you know where to find me. Mooney's Legacy, yeah. Mooney dropping those innuendos in the chat stuff. Good to see everyone again. No kidding, your mind is in the gutter. It's a true story. Even with Mooney's, her lines. Oh, frig. I'm so sorry. All right, Lee, what time is your mandate? One sec. I have somebody. I did a 3D print job for somebody, and so they're gonna come pick some stuff up. It's not that. Oh, okay. It's not that. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful time, and I should be back tomorrow, just as a heads up. I do got to record those lines for Mooney, though. So here we go, as usual. My name is Paul, and you guys, take care. See you guys. Love all you beautiful people. Take care, guys.